Hey y'all, welcome to the Blue Plate Special! We're broadcasting from downtown right here in Visit Knoxville on the corner of Gay Street and Summit Hill. If you want to make your way down to join us, we've got two singer-songwriters today, both from different parts of the country. And in the second half of the show, we'll have Erin Wolf. But right now, here's Emma Zeck.
Yeah, give it up, everyone. Oh, there we go. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Emma Zeck, and I'm all the way from Austin, Texas. Are there any Texans in the crowd? Woo! We're everywhere. There's too many of us. There's 33. No matter where you go in the world, there's going to be at least one Texan in the room, I swear to God. But yeah, thank you all so much for having me. I'm really, really grateful to be at this historic space and to just leave my little tiny imprint on it. I'm going to be man, it's wild because no matter how many people I stand in front of, I always get nervous. I could be singing in front of one person and I'm like shaking and sweating. But I'm going to be sharing all original songs with you all today, and each of my songs hold a really personal story to my heart. And so the first song I wrote is called Daddy Issues, and this song is about my childhood. And I grew up in a very abusive home, a home that was not supportive at all, and specifically towards women. Me and my mom felt very oppressed in the family system that we grew up in, and there's just generations of trauma and people, not just women in general, but that's my experience as growing up as a woman, not having a voice. And so you'll hear the line in my song, it's, I don't have daddy issues, my daddy has issues. But I am not a feminist in the modern sense because I feel that a lot of modern feminism hates men, and I do not subscribe to that at all. And so this song, you could see daddy as your own metaphor. For me, it was my actual father, but for you, it could be anything. And this is a spiritual practice for me of not taking on crap that's not ours, and handing any sort of oppression or anybody who wants to tell us who we are or how we're supposed to move in the world right back to sender. I just say, return to sender, not mine. So this song is called Daddy Issues, and I hope you like it. I don't have daddy issues. My daddy has issues. Ain't no man throw his darkness onto me. Sometimes the ones you love gotta get swept under the rug before you go crazy trying to make them see. 'Cause I'm a renegade. Oh, I'm a renegade. Oh, I'm the price you pay. I said get with it or get out of my way. Christians talk to Jesus every Sunday afternoon. He says you should really pray for that wicked girl. Well, I talk to Jesus and all of my angels too. They say don't pay no mind to them folk, they got some loose screws. I don't have daddy issues. Daddy, you have issues, and I bet you'd say the same damn thing to me. Can't find no one to blame for these ancestral chains. All I know is I'm draining the blood from my veins. 'Cause I'm a renegade. Oh, I'm a renegade. Thank you very much. So I am on a little radio tour right now, and I feel like it's been a world tour within 3 states in the past 5 days. I've been driving through the night, and it's been really, really humbling and really hard, to be honest, to be totally honest with you. I've only had 1 nervous breakdown, so it's fine. I'm doing great. But I was in Chattanooga, feels like 10 years ago now, but I think it was 3 days, and I got there in the morning, and my voice completely gave out, and I've never had that happen before. And so I think I've been traveling all over the world the past couple of months, and it just made me feel very human. You know, we look at these people who are on stages and they're sharing themselves in this way, and we're like, they're indestructible. And I was like, okay, here I am, and I can't sing, and I'm on live air, so this is awkward. But yeah, I'm hoping that doesn't happen again today. I've got my throat spray. So I have the fortunate privilege to be able I have one debut EP out. That song was one of the songs on it, and it's a self-titled EP, the first 6 songs I've ever written. And I am now in process of recording my second full-length album at Abbey Road Studios in London, which has been an absolute honor and privilege to be in those hallowed halls. So yeah, I'm going to play another song now. I'm a poet, so I could talk and talk and talk, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I want to sing too. I'm not supposed to just be talking. This song I wrote is called Cleopatra Cowboy, and it's on my EP as well. And I wrote this song because I have been in so many failed relationships, y'all. And I don't know if it's because I'm a poet and an artist and we're just kind of crazy naturally, or what the hell the deal is. But I realized that I'm a poet, and so I have so much passion and tenacity in the energetics of my being, and I just kept getting in these relationships with people, with men specifically, who just felt like they were not on my level. And so I wrote this song, and in the chorus it says, "You'll never catch up to me because I'm not afraid to bleed." And so I wrote this song for all of us to just, as a reminder, to go after what lights your soul up and to settle for nothing less in the world, because life is very, very, very short. And if we are not living to the fullest brim of ourselves every single day, especially in America, what are we doing? So this song is called Cleopatra Cowboy. You said, baby, will you wait for me? I'll be ready for you when I'm 43. I don't want kids yet, don't guide the time, but I love you, baby. In 10 years, will you be mine? Well, you'll never catch up to me, 'cause I am not afraid to bleed. I'm a Cleopatra cowboy, betting on my dreams. Oh, you'll never catch up to me. You said, baby, can we take it slow? Time's a bitch, gotta get my ducks in a row. The grass needs mowed, my mama needs help, but in 10 years I'll take you off of my shelf. Well, you'll never catch up to me, 'cause I am not afraid to bleed. I'm a Cleopatra cowboy, betting on my dreams. Oh, you'll never catch up to me. Well, your time is running out, and I am running free. So don't come back one day begging on your knees. Well, you'll never catch up to me, 'cause I am not afraid to bleed. I'm a Cleopatra cowboy, betting on my dreams. Oh, you'll never catch up to me. I'm a Cleopatra cowboy, betting on my dreams. Oh, you'll never catch up to me. Thank you. I love that song.
Emma Zeck on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. Well, welcome to Knoxville. Happy to have you here.
Thank you. I'm stoked to be here.
Yeah. So you were telling me before that you've sung all your life, but that you just started kind of going down this road and writing songs about a year ago. So tell us a little bit about how you decided to do that, or what got you started doing that?
Honestly, I feel like it was decided for me. I feel like sometimes as artists, obviously we have sovereignty and choices, right? But it feels like there's something bigger than all artists that are kind of channeling through us. And that's not to say that I feel like sometimes people are like, oh, I'm channeling this higher wisdom. We're all channeling higher wisdom in our own ways, right? But I feel like I didn't have a choice. I was in so much pain. If I didn't sing, I felt like I was going to die. And so, yeah, I sang when I was little. I always wanted to be a performer as a little girl, but then my family life was just so traumatic. I was completely put on the back burner. And also there was a lot of pressure put on me by people in my family as a child to sing. It wasn't about singing because Emma loved to sing. It was like, be a circus monkey and make our family look good. And so I even have a memory of I was supposed to sing at my aunt and uncle's wedding when I was like 9. And this is no shade to my father because I understand that he has his own trauma and was going through his own stuff at the time, and so I have a lot of compassion in my heart now for him. But I got really nervous at the wedding, and I was like freaking out, and I was like, I don't think I want to sing. And instead of being encouraged and being walked through that nerves are normal, I was grounded and shamed. And so there was a lot of just kind of twisted perceptions that I got absorbed into be about having sovereignty over my own body, and so I just shut down my voice until really about a year ago.
All right, so now you get to do it on your own terms.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Well, so tell us a little bit about this new album. It's exciting. You say you spend some time in London. Is that true?
Yes. Yep. I spent some time there. There's a really great music community there as well, so I'm really grateful to kind of be branching out into all different areas. But yeah. I got the opportunity to record at Abbey Road, and so we've already done half the album, and then I'll be going back to finish it. But my producer in Texas, he helped me on this EP, and he also happened to work at Abbey Road half of the year, so I was like, shoo-in, which was really, really cool.
That is
like,
very
yes,
cool.
I will be going there. Thank you very much.
And I imagine most people know Abbey Road, but it's where the Beatles recorded, and not just the Beatles, but many, many other people.
It was pretty shocking, again, because I feel like for everybody that's listening, that's what happens. Doors open up very quickly when we say yes to what lights us up, and we're no longer trying to fit in with society or what we think we should be doing. Like, I've just had to really let all that go, and the opportunities have been pretty maddening. I'm like, how the hell am I here? I don't know, but here we are.
All right. Well, we were talking a little bit about the Grammys, and I think most of us don't really understand how the Grammys work.
Yeah.
But you've gotten some consideration for nominations. How does that happen?
Yeah, so basically there's thousands and thousands of people there's 2 ballots for the Grammys, or there's 3, pardon me. And there's thousands and thousands of people that apply for the first wave. And so basically there's 400 of us that make it through the first wave of being considered for a nomination. Right. So there's 400 of us, which was a huge honor that I'm even in the energy of, like, I'm on the same list as like Taylor Swift and Beyonce. I'm like, what is happening? Really, really cool. Beautiful. And I'm very honored to be in that space. But then beyond that, then there's another voting process that the Grammy Council votes for. And those are the people that are actually up for nominations. And those are like 7, I think, and then beyond that, it's the people who receive the Grammy Award. Right. So I made the first round, which is really, really cool.
It's very exciting.
Yeah, thank you.
So tell people how they can keep up with your music if they...
Yeah, so my debut EP, the self-titled one that I've been speaking about, is on all streaming platforms, and my name is Emma, E-M-M-A, Zeck, Z-E-C-K. You can find me there. I'm active on Instagram and Facebook. I can't pull the plug on TikTok yet. There's too much happening in the technological world, so I'm just on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube right now.
All right, very good.
Yeah.
Well, let's get some more music right here.
Cool. So I just picked up the guitar about 2 years ago, so I'm not cool enough yet to be able to tune myself by ear. So I'm just up here always with my little super snark tuner. This song I wrote is called Poet Soul, and it's about my experience growing up in the church. And I didn't grow up I did have supportive church environments, but I also did not. And I ended up leaving the church entirely when I was 22 because I was in a very culty situation. And I wrote this song, and one of the lines you'll hear in it is, it seems like Jesus saves everyone but us in this town. And so it's me recounting my childhood of looking around, and everybody in my I grew up in Kansas. Everybody in my small Kansas town was like these perfect families, and mine was just getting rocked. We were not well, and I remember having so much shame, like, why does everybody else seem so perfect? And then I'm like, having depression at 15 years old, and I'm like really, really struggling. And so now in hindsight, I'm like, oh no, everybody has their stuff. It's just we're not. People think that if you're struggling, you're not praying hard enough or you're not going to church enough. And so this was me kind of breaking down those paradigms that I learned and just really sifting through all the crap that I took on from the church and defining what God and spirituality means on my terms. So this is called Poet Soul. This outlaw spirit of mine has gotten me into some trouble. They pour me a single and I can't help but have a double. Midnight comes and I am on fire. Red lipstick destruction throwing me down in a spiral. Where is the Lord when you need him, or is it just me? I pray every night, but I don't feel his light on me. Dreaming of that little girl running through them Kansas fields. A cross around my neck praying, God, let my family be healed. 'Cause mama's always crying and daddy don't ever come around. It seems like Jesus saves everyone but us in this town. Where is the Lord when you need him, or is it just me? I pray every night, but I don't feel his light on me. Thunder is rolling, rolling down my spine. This desperado DNA seducing me out of my mind. Maybe no one needs saving after all. What they call the devil sounds a lot like my poet soul. Where is the Lord when you need him, or is it just me? I pray every night, but I don't feel his light on me. But in the dark is where I learn to see. In the dark is where I learn to see. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's a heavy one. I always like to leave them on a high note. You learn to see in the dark, y'all. I have about time for 2 more songs. And Those were all off my EP, but I'm going to play 2 songs off my upcoming record. Those 3 were available to listen to on all streaming platforms. These won't be out until about April, so you'll have to bear with me. Always been an object unto myself. Never known what it's like to be alive. Living like a ghost, hollowed inside. Never seeing myself through God's eyes. So tell me what you see when my mirror is blurry and I've lost sight of who I am. So tell me what you see when darkness is upon me and I don't have the strength to stand. Tell me what you see in me when I can't see me. Lived in the shadows far too long. I went and locked away my song. Only knew how to play by the rules. Year after year I've been choking on my truth. I want to know how to see myself through the eyes of the ones that love me most. And I want to run like fucking hell and throw away all the bitter ones who don't. So tell me what you see when my mirror is blurry and I've lost sight of who I am. So tell me what you see when darkness is upon me and I don't have the strength to stand. Tell me what you see in me. Tell me what you see, please, when I can't see me. Thank you. Shaking. Okay. This last song is my favorite song I've ever written, okay, y'all, so no pressure to myself. Yeah, I really love this song. It's called Vultures, and it's going to be out on my next record, and again, it's about, you'll hear the chorus, it's, ain't it funny how, when a woman gets her power, the vultures come around seeking to devour, okay? And so this song is about me as a woman, but again, it's for all of us, okay? No matter what gender you are or what gender you identify as, it's for all of us. And noticing that it's really our own minds when we start to get too powerful and too big and we're running towards our dreams, our mind's like, nah, too good to be true. Something's going to happen. You're going to screw up. And so it's really, I wrote this song about a specific person, about a specific man that I dated, but it's really a deeper metaphor for anything in life that tries to stop us from becoming who we're supposed to be. And so this song is called Vultures, and I hope you love it. Well, Texas is frozen over. The only sign of life out there are vultures circling around my window. I am shivering inside, I kind of feel like I'm dying. It's the perfect day to receive a call from you. Ain't it funny how when a woman gets her power, the vultures come around, hell, seeking to devour. I said I ain't going back, no, no. It's the middle of July, I'm having the best day of my life. Everything in my world is going right. Then I turn a corner, you're standing there with your outdated Justin Bieber hair. You wink at me, thinking I'd be fooled. You vulture out for blood, disguised as a noble stud. If I didn't know better, I'd think you're my twin flame. But baby, I've died 10,000 times since you last spoke my name. Ain't it funny how when a woman gets her power, the vultures come around, hell, seeking to devour. I said I ain't going back, no, no. You vultures, don't come around here no more. If I see you again, I'm sending your ass to the Lord. Thank you. Thank you all so much for having me. It's such an honor. Thank you for being such a beautiful audience. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
That's Emma Zeck on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. We're going to take just a minute to switch the stage over for the next act. And while we do that, I'm going to tell you a couple of things. First of all, I want to tell you that support for the WDVX Blue Plate Special comes from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the Tennessee Arts Commission, Barley's Knoxville, and Visit Knoxville. We also have a bunch of great live music coming up on WDVX. For those of you who might be new to these parts, we do this show 6 days a week, so every day except for Sunday. So coming up next week, we've got David Easterling, who's actually going to be on the stage accompanying our next act here in just a minute. He'll be back doing his own thing on Monday, along with wonderful band, Wild Blue Yonder. That'll be a good show. Then on Tuesday, we've got Madeleine, along with the Lucky Perm Band. Interesting band name. Yeah. Wednesday, looks like we're still working on booking that. Thursday, we've got Zach Wilde and Sean Williams. On Friday, we've got an exciting show down at Barley's. We always do our Friday show down at Barley's in the Old City, and we call it the Big Plate, and we've got the Ferd Band coming up for that, so that'll be a fun one. We'll be back here next Saturday with Chris Long, along with Daniel Anderson and Heroic Doze. So lots of great live music on the Blue Plate Special. We've also, an exciting thing that's come back around is our show called Tennessee Shines. We've got one coming up on November 1st at the Bijou Theater. Host Jim Lauderdale and guests Daryl Scott, Chris Knight, and the Poe Ramblin' Boys will be there, and tickets are on sale at knoxbijou.org. Also on the first Friday of every month, we do Taps and Tunes with our host Evie Andrus, and we've got Tim and Jody Harbin on November 3rd right here in the Visitors Center. And then another show that I host, a show for kids and their adults. We have Kids Stuff Live coming up on the second Saturday of each month, and we've got Knoxville's own David Bivens on the show on November 11th. Well, let me check in with everybody here. You all about ready on the stage there? We're about ready in the sound booth? Okay, wonderful. So, our next act, coming to us from a different part of the world. We'll chat about that more in just a minute, but y'all give a big welcome to Erin Wolf.
Thank you. I'm Erin Wolf. I'm in from Wisconsin, and we've got David Easterling backing on guitar and mandolin today. So let's get it. I see you from across the room. You'll either be my joy or my doom. Do I dare walk over to learn your name? Out of sight, out of mind. That's usually my type and kind. But you seem like one not going away. Yeah, you seem like one not going away. Will you cut my throat, wrap me in a warm embrace, leave me out in the cold, or always save a place? Will you break my heart with a sting and a burn? Or are you the one to show me my luck might turn? Oh, you drink the moon and the fire. You lay it all down on the wire. And I hear you calling me to dive on in. Deeper down the rabbit hole, never knowing just where we'll go. This chaos is maddening, but I'm holding on. Oh, this chaos is maddening, but I'm holding on. Will you cut my throat, wrap me in a warm embrace, leave me out in the cold, or always save a place? Will you break my heart with a sting and a burn? Or are you the one to show me my luck might turn? Oh, will you break my heart with a sting and a burn? Or are you the one to show me my luck might turn? Thank you. You ready? You heard the tale, worst gunslinger ever been. Rascal, and Beyonce been. They claimed John Wesley Arden was a blood-young sinner and lied in fast, crawled out of a church in the heart of Texas. The uncivilization of the old Wild West. Straight out of hell, John Wesley Arden. So bad the devil couldn't hold it. Chose to be returned if you go bothering that son of a gun, John Wesley Arden. He was only 15 when he took after style, laid himself to bed in the middle of the night. It's too late, his soul's already bent. Years passed by, we so petty and careless. Somehow it was the quickest one shooting. Separate John Wesley Arden. Straight out of hell, John Wesley Arden. So bad the devil couldn't hold it. Chose to be returned if you go bothering that son of a gun, John Wesley Arden. Take it away, David. Newspaper ran, shot 27 dead, locked him up. It was more, he said, with sinful pride he held up his head. Well, karma, you will see him work at the last laugh, with 42 murders haunting his past. At age 42, he was shot dead in the head. At age 42, he was shot dead in the head. Straight out of hell, John Wesley Arden. So bad the devil couldn't hold it. Chose to be returned if you go bothering that son of a gun, John Wesley Arden. Thank you.
That's Erin Wolf on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for
So
having me.
you've come from pretty far away, but a different direction than our last
Yeah.
guest.
She came from the south, I came from the north.
Yeah, up in Wisconsin, right?
Yep,
But,
up in Wisconsin.
but you have you have some ties to Nashville and come through there some, it sounds like.
I do. So I was down here for work earlier this week, and David here and Lori, his awesome wife, co-writers and friends of mine, and they said, let's get you some shows in Nashville and Knoxville. And I said, well, all right, and here I am.
All right, very
Yeah.
very nice. So you grew up playing music and playing in church and
Yeah.
church camps and all that. Tell us a little bit about your story and how you ended up writing
Sure.
music and so forth.
Well, I was one of those kids who you couldn't get them to shut up because I was singing so much. And grew up in the Episcopal Church, and in that church there's a running joke that you start learning harmonies in 4 parts on the knees of your elders in the church. And so I was at a summer camp when I was a little kid, and I saw a lady playing the guitar, one of my counselors, Val. And I was like, I want to do that. I want to play guitar just like her. And so I picked it up. My parents, we had just moved out to the country, and they said, well, she needs something to do. So we'll buy her a cheap guitar, and if it takes, great. If it doesn't, we're not out too much money. It took.
Well, good. Did it make a difference to you that camp counselor was a woman in terms of inspiring
it
you to pick
did.
up a guitar?
I knew that there were amazing female artists, of course, having grown up on a lot of country and bluegrass like Dolly Parton, Alison Krauss, and such. Yeah, some of my favorites. But seeing somebody standing right in front of me, it seemed so much more accessible and like, oh, there's not really a barrier to learning how to do this. Whereas before, I'd only really ever encountered guitarists who are guys. So it was a really great motivation and inspiration for me.
Yeah, role models definitely make a difference, don't they?
Oh, Val was one of the best.
For sure. Well, so now you're a camp director now. You've kind
I
of followed
am.
through on that thread there.
I sure did, yeah. So I am the executive director for Episco Wisco Camp, which covers the whole state of Wisconsin. And yeah, it's a fun name. It's real catchy. And no, I get to work with students and kids and adults from all over. We have really amazing people in there.
Okay, well, very cool. And you play music, I imagine, in that context
I do very much,
as
yeah.
well. And it sounds like you're really into songwriting and singing with people and stuff. But you don't pursue this professionally. This is something you
This is a labor of love right here.
labor of love.
Yep.
Well, that's great. That's
Yeah.
great. So you're part of an organization that I'd like you to talk about just a little bit because
Yeah.
it connects you with people all over the world. So talk about the Song a Week organization.
Yes, absolutely. So David, Lori, and I are all part of Song a Week. And back in 2015, an old camp friend of mine, a Nashville-based musician by the name of James Tristan Redding, sent me a note and said, hey, I'm going to start this collection of people who are going to write music together. I want you a part of it. And I wrote him back, I'm like, you have lost your mind. I don't do this for anybody else other than me. He's like, oh, come on. People need to hear this. And he was right. And I found a really amazing supportive community, and it's grown. And we have people throughout the entire world who participate. Anybody at any skill level can join in, and not all music circles are really loving and supportive and building one another up, and Song a Week absolutely is. And the best part is, over the last few years, we've been starting to do virtual open mics for, as we're scattered all over the world. Our friend Ken Aiken, who's another co-writer of ours up in Canada, he's like, hey, let's just sit around in our living rooms, play music at each other. So we started doing that. So we do that quarterly now.
All right, well,
Next
very
one's in
good.
December.
Well, even though you call this a labor of love, people can keep up with your music.
Absolutely.
Tell them how they can do that.
Sure. ErinWolfMusic.com. That's ErinWolf music.com. Don't add any extra L's, F's, or E's. Thank you. I'm active on Instagram and YouTube. Those are the best places to find videos of the music. Otherwise, I'm on SoundCloud. We'll be dropping a demo album within the next few months here. So that way we can get on some of the streaming services as well.
All right, well, great. Well, let's get some more music right now.
Sounds pretty good. So this next song is one that I wrote a couple of years ago now. I have some friends who were kind of traveling around and then just kind of got stuck, and it felt like they were running from things and not really being honest about it. And I love getting inspiration from folks like that. And I always write music for me, but it's always a real honor when people really connect and resonate with it. And so in these moments when we feel stuck, sometimes we hear something, or it's a kind word, a song, a melody line that just grabs us and holds our attention. And so this one is coming by special request. And while it might be for Michael today, maybe it's for all of you as well. after you left, did you try to leave? Were you trying to grow, or were you running away? Was it all too close, all too soon, not enough space? Was the air smothering you with the smoke from a love still burning? Love still burning. You wanted change, needed change, please. Then the world stopped. You were stuck, bound in a haze. Did your dreams switch then, or did you hold your peace? Waiting for a light to shine through the darkness, bringing release. Bringing release. And change, does she come in the night like a thief, taking your heart in her flight? She's not what you expected or what you came for, but would you give change a chance for something more? And change, did she come in the night like a thief, taking your heart in her flight? She's not what you expected or what you came for, so would you give change a chance for something more, something How long after you left did you try to leave? Were you trying to grow, or were you running away? Thank you. Ooh. It's always the B string. All right, so this next song is called The Willow Tree. Wrote this one in the Song of the Week group. We've got these optional prompts that we have each week. And I woke up and I saw the prompt was, you could turn back, but why would you want to? And I thought to myself, that is a mouthful. What am I going to do with this? Like, come on, man. Like, make this a little bit easier on me. And so I slept on it, woke up the next day, and boom, there was a song. Plus, I've been told as a folk artist, if you're gonna try and write any folk songs, you better have at least one dark folksy love song, and if you can put in a tree, great, willow tree bonus points. So that's what this is. Meet me at the willow tree, where I'll give my love to together neath the willow tree. No, my dear, can you hear? Now time is near. Step out together, no fear. Down by the crackling fire, lay it all down on the wire. No matter what will transpire, here beside the crackling fire. No, my dear, can you hear? And our time is near. Step out together, no fear. You could turn back, but why would you want to? When you know this love is true, side by side we'll see it through. You could turn back, but why would you want to? No, my dear, can you hear? Now time is near. Step out together, no fear. Meet me at the willow tree, where I'll give my love to thee. True to you I'll always be, together neath the willow tree. Thank you.
That's Erin Wolf on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. Thank you all for coming out. Thanks to everybody who's listening and watching out there. And let's have another big hand for our first act today, Emma Zeck. Well, we appreciate y'all coming out, and we're going to get one more song before we get
Sounds
off
good.
the air here.
Thank y'all again so much for having me. Really appreciate it. Yeah, we're about to go, so we're just gonna just let go on this next one. Well, look at you as you walk down the avenue. Out is Helen looking so damn cool. There's some kind of magic that's drawing me further in. Oh, but your love is the best kind of sin. Will you look my way and take a moment to say, hey, hey. Oh, you got my body jingling in some kind of way. But who would have thought I'd fall for someone like you? Only time will tell which one of us is playing the fool. and bruised, and so has mine. We both know what we've got to lose. But no worries, baby, you know that I mean you no harm. All I want is your loving on these cold nights to keep me warm. So come on in, let's take a spin. You know, I know something here that we can miss. We feel it's real on the sea between us. You see, I see something's beginning. Don't hold back now, no. Oh, just let go. You know, I know something here that we can miss. We feel it's real on the sea between us. You see, I see something's beginning. Don't hold back now, no. Oh, just let go. Oh, just let go. Oh, just let go. Oh, just let go. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Blue Plate Special. Thank you, Knoxville.
That's Erin Wolf live right here in downtown Knoxville. Hope you'll join us for more real live music on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. But right now, I'm going to send it back into the studio.